Good morning. It's time for the Match Solitaire Saturday Challenge Live, where we play the Match Solitaire Saturday Challenge. All of them.
Live.
Live. I really got to come up with something better.
He looks at me like I'm supposed to help him, and I'm like, I think you've already said all the words that you meant to say.
Yep, that's it. All right, anyway, I'm David. I made this game. My screen is on the left.
I'm Allison. My screen is in the middle.
And I'm Caitlin. My screen is on the right.
All right, so I've got a couple of announcements today. Actually, more than a couple. Just some updates on the game real quick. So first, the Russian translation is in the store. I'm super excited about that. So not too many Russians seem to have found it yet, but I'm hoping they will eventually get there. And you can see I added a new settings screen. So if you swipe left, you got a settings screen that lets you change the language. So I can switch my language here to Russian. And I added some icons there, so you can, if you choose the wrong language and you can't read it, you can still find the settings button again. That happened.
Very important.
Yes. Let's see, what else? I've got, I updated Steam, so if anybody plays on desktops, or laptops, Windows or Mac OS, the latest and greatest version is out there now. Let's see, okay, so I did some fun stuff too. I'll show you real quick. I did some fun stuff with the character interactions. So if you tap on the characters, you can, you get the trivia, you can, get the sound.
You mocha me crazy.
Oh, haha, I almost forgot. Allison finished all the trivia for the characters, except for the mythic characters.
Yeah.
So everything's caught up. We're still deciding what to do about the mythic characters. If they're going to have a different kind of trivia. It might be lore instead of trivia. So,
Okay.
Working on that.
Yep, so that's in progress. If you finish a game, I hate to ruin my perfect round number there, but I'm just going to play a quick relax game and show you the ending.
Slam dunk.
So you can tap on the character to get the character's name, of course, but also you can make them
Slam dunk.
talk. Make them say their thing. So, yeah, so I've been wanting to do that for a long time, so you could just tap on the characters and make them say their things even at the end of the game. And one more thing that I can think of, you two can actually try it. I can't do this one because this is for mythic characters only, but if you tap and hold on them now, oh wait, only Allison has the newest one. Go back one.
Oh, so mine won't do it.
You can see the babies again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Well, you have to. I just wrote that. I got up. I couldn't
You have to
sleep
have the
last
latest
night, so I got up
update.
at like 4 this morning and did that. So it's not out yet, but it will be in the next update.
Okay.
So, and then I fixed all the things so that if you swipe to a different character, the next game will play with that character again because that was broken.
Okay.
Just a bunch of miscellaneous
okay.
stuff like that. There's new music for Rubicon. I don't know if anyone is there yet, but Charlotte Veronica skipped a few characters and did the last one. So that's in. And the last thing is one thing that's just been driving me nuts. I've been wanting to fix, but we have the team event going on, and you can see Team Yellow is currently in the lead, but as always, they always start off in the lead and then lose it at the end. But they have not won a game yet. But Team Green is right behind, which this would be the third week in a row if they win, which would be insane. But anyway, one thing that bothers me is doing this math. How far behind is Team Green? I don't know. Well, now you can just tap on it and it does the math for you. How about that?
Oh.
Isn't that nice? They're 357 points behind. So yeah, so you can tap on the bars and they toggle between like the absolute scores and the difference from the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the stats page you updated the display on that.
Oh yeah, I did that when I was localizing because the old one was just too hard to translate into Russian.
I see.
It was
Okay.
insane. So I switched it to like headings and values.
Yeah, it's a little more descriptive now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was some of this stuff was really hard. Allison and I just debated like next player level and previous player level alternative descriptions for like hours.
Yes.
Couldn't come up with anything better.
Yeah.
So that one is hard to describe.
Yeah. So while I have this up, I actually had a dream about the game a couple nights ago.
What?
that you had. This is like the most mundane thing, but in my dream, you had changed the histogram. You were like, there are too many different bars. I'm gonna make them bigger, like make the brackets bigger, basically, because right now each one is 500 levels. You're like, each one's gonna be 5,000 levels, and so it was literally like quintiles basically over the whole thing, and so everybody was in the far left one, and it was just this giant bar, and you could see nobody else. Even there are like 20 people who are above level 5,000 at this point, right? So there was like no one. It was like totally not descriptive at all. And I was really mad at you for it in my dream.
That is hilarious. I have wanted to change this graph for a long time, but the other way. So I was thinking of zooming in around you maybe at some point. I don't know. But I didn't want to mess up your time lapse that much. So.
Oh, it's already messed up.
Oh.
Because you've changed it. You've changed the interface.
Yeah, the color.
Like 3 or 4 times since I started doing it. And
I know.
I mean,
but
it'll still. I think might still look cool just to see the evolution of what the screen was. But
yeah, and the actual chart itself hasn't changed. Just like where it is on the screen and the colors and all that have changed. But I haven't actually changed the chart itself.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So anyway.
Here we go.
No,
So
I'm not ready.
What?
I have an announcement.
You have an announcement? This is unprecedented.
So on November 11th, David was once again Game of the Day in the App Store in Australia. So he has now conquered a new continent.
That's right. I almost forgot. We got about 800 or 900 new players from Australia.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about it.
Yep. Happy to help.
All right. Well, I heard rumors that the third puzzle today is difficult.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
no idea if it's true
We'll
or
see.
not, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Shall we do this?
Sure.
All right. Caitlin, take it away.
No, I don't want to count in today.
Oh my
No one
gosh.
can count in.
Allison is going to be your... Oh, she put her finger on her nose. I guess that leaves me. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the chaos. The first level. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Whatever it is. Sometimes I just feel like I have a good grasp on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just don't.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sorry.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
Wait, oh, okay. I was confused because I got to a stuck point and I didn't see the no more moves message pop up, and I was really confused. I think I just didn't see it.
Oh,
think
sometimes
I was
if you keep tapping too fast, it goes
Oh,
away. I've done that a few times. What? Am I the first one done?
Yeah.
Whoa!
What?
All right, I'm done.
Oh, right behind me.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know, I just kind of blundered through it. I don't feel like I had much of a plan, but it worked, so.
Oh, great. I don't feel good now.
Oh, don't worry. There'll probably be plenty of time to catch up on the last one, from what I hear.
Oh, now I'm all flustered. Okay, there we go. I made it. I was like, oh no, what am I doing?
I got
I
stuck.
panicked.
Oh, no. No. What's going on?
I have an idea. I messed something up. It was very clear. There.
I have a goal, but I'm not getting to it. No.
Dude. Same.
I am.
Oh. No. It's probably not going to help.
I see a lot of tapping over there. Oh no.
All right, I'm done with the second one.
she's got it.
Me
So
too.
this one, I think.
What? You both
Yep.
are? Why is this one giving me so much trouble? Did I just start with the wrong match?
I don't know, Gloaty McGloaterson.
Ah.
Payback.
Okay, I'm off to a better. I restarted and I'm off to a much better first match.
I don't know. That probably
So
wasn't
much
good.
for that. I spoke a little too soon.
Oops.
Oh, come on. Why? Why am I still?
Okay, I feel like I just blundered into that and did not have a plan. So I'm going to do this better. More.
All right, I'm restarting.
I'm still.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm still far behind.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, Allison. Oh, okay.
Yay, I'm not skunked. Okay.
I keep doing the same thing over and over again. I don't know why.
Joining
Yeah.
the big kids on
Welcome
number
to
3.
the big kids table.
Yes. I feel like I'm probably going down the obvious path that everyone's done and had to restart.
Starting again.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't like that sound.
That's not me.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably. No, I was so close. I got stuck again. Okay, I need to not be so eager. Not be such an eager beaver here.
Yeah, I'm not.
I think this is a more of a. This calls for better stacking. Maybe.
I don't. I'm right back where I was.
Oh. Done.
What? Oh my goodness, Caitlin! What? Awesome!
With 100 moves.
Wow. I wonder. if I'm close. I might
I
be.
feel like you have to resist getting the fives right in the beginning.
Yeah,
and
the
that was the trick. That was the key.
Yeah, the fives. Well, this is new. We got to decide what to do. Do we have to?
I feel like
do
one of
us
you
have
must
to
be
finish?
close. David, you look like you're. Oh yeah,
I thought I was close, but
yeah. Well, that happened to me too. So I think you don't get the tens when they're. I think you just have to like stack everything as much as you can at this point. But you gotta,
okay.
yeah. Back up until you have the tens.
Yeah, I got the
Undo
tens
your
back.
tens match.
I got the tens back.
All right,
Okay, you
I
did.
feel
Okay.
like it's a little bit
Oh,
suspicious that Caitlin's
she's getting
ready.
it.
And I'm done, even though Caitlin didn't help me.
Oh.
Well, I'm looking at the delayed screen, right? And so David looked closer.
Okay.
Was why I was
Okay.
trying to.
Okay.
You don't
All
need
right,
my
I
help.
lost. All right. Well, that was great, sort of. Oh my goodness! I guess I'll have to finish that one later. All right. Well, congrats.
That was a trickier one.
Yeah.
I think
congrats,
that was a bit
Caitlin,
harder.
Yes, congrats, Caitlin.
on the win.
Well, thank you.
Wow. Awesome. All right. So that brings us to fun facts with
Woohoo.
Allison
And Caitlin.
and Caitlin. I don't have a fun fact today. I had the seed of a fun fact, but I didn't get to finish researching it. So I have a fun
Okay.
fact for next week for sure.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this week, now I had enough announcements to cover my fun fact. But
Sure.
all right, Allison, what have you got for us?
Oh, I thought Caitlin was going to go first.
Oh, I can go first.
Yeah, you go first,
You
Caitlin.
want?
Okay.
Okay. So I had one planned fun fact, and then I also like have a bonus one that I just learned about yesterday. And so I'm going to so that one's very quick. So the bonus one that I just learned about yesterday is that the Marlins, which is a baseball team, have just hired the first female general manager in Major League Baseball.
Wow.
Yay.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So that's my bonus fun fact. But my planned fun fact was that so last week we were talking about the Nobel Prize, and that this year the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to 2 women for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's the first time that the chemistry prize has been shared by 2 women and no men, basically, is what the exciting part of that is. So anyway, so the Nobel Prize was awarded for the development of a gene editing technology called CRISPR-Cas. And so I thought I would just explain a little bit about how that works.
Yeah.
So if you kind of to start with kind of an analogy, if you think about your own immune system, right? It produces antibodies when you get an infection or you get vaccinated, and there are certain cells as part of your immune system, and their whole job is just to basically remember all of the antibodies that have ever been produced and all of these things you've ever been infected with before. So if you get infected by something again, you still have the antibodies around for like the chickenpox virus or whatever. So that's why you only get chickenpox once in your life. And that's why vaccines work, so that, you have these antibodies already there and you can fight off the infection much more easily.
All right.
So bacteria are single cells. They can't devote themselves to remembering all these antibodies. So they have a different sort of immune system, which is called CRISPR, and it's an acronym that stands for clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, I had to look that up. I couldn't remember what it stood for this morning. Anyway. So basically what it does is bacteria can get infected by viruses. And so what they do is and not all bacteria do this, but a lot of them do. They will save little bits of the virus's DNA in their own genome, so that if they encounter that virus again, they basically can mount a response to it. And that response relies on this group of enzymes called Cas. It just stands for CRISPR associated. So these Cas enzymes will take a piece of the virus's DNA that is incoming, and if it matches to something that's already in the bacteria's genome, because they encountered this virus before, then these enzymes, then the bacteria's defense system basically knows to degrade the virus's DNA before it, infects the bacterium again.
Huh.
So these researchers a few years ago took this technology and adapted it so that we could use it for biotechnological purposes. And basically what you do is you have your cells in a petri dish. This isn't something you do in like a full-grown human by any means. You've got your cells, and you basically stick into the cells in one way or another the Cas enzyme and what's called a piece of guide, it's RNA, usually guide RNA. And then that is going to match in some ways to whatever gene you're trying to target in the genome of the cells. And so then basically these, you've got your guide RNA that matches to the DNA where you want to make an edit, and you've got your Cas enzyme, and it makes this complex and basically breaks the DNA at whatever point you've decided to target, and then your cell's natural DNA repair machinery comes in and fixes it. And depending on what else you've put in there, it can either fix it in a way that you've defined, like say you have a particular gene and you want to change it to something, change part of it to something else. So like say like muscular dystrophy, like Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is caused by one gene that you have a faulty copy of. And so say you wanted to fix that with this technology, you could fix it in a particular defined way. Or there are other technologies where you just want to make random mutations in a given gene so that you can study how it works better. And, there are all these different applications for it. But so the thing is that this CRISPR-Cas technology is very targeted. It's very good at targeting just one gene or one, basically one position in the genome. And you don't get a lot of what are called off-target effects, where you could get random mutations elsewhere in the genome, which cause problems. And so gene editing has been around for a number of decades now, but until this came along, that was basically there were problems with this off-target effects, so basically CRISPR-Cas is just much more precise, and robust than previous methods. So
wow, that's fascinating stuff.
The scientific community, I think, has kind of known for a number of years, that this is like really game changing. And so it was like kind of a foregone conclusion. Well, it's going to be the Nobel Prize one, someday. It's actually kind of surprising, I think, that it was this early. A lot of times Nobel Prizes are awarded for work that was done 20 or 30 years before, and this has been 10 years. So
wow,
pretty quick. Yeah,
that is
amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing technology. I'm interested to see how it's applied. It's kind of a scary thought to have my genes edited, my DNA changed. But
well, it's not something, like I said, it's not something you can do in, a full-grown human. You have trillions and trillions of cells. Mm-hmm. You can't do it to all of them, right? So it's more of a, you can do it to cells in a petri dish. You can, do it to like stem cells, and then when they divide and differentiate, then you get the edits that way, basically. So it's not something that someone's not going to like walk up to you stick you with a syringe and you're going to be like, gene editing. Right? That's not what's going to happen.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Wow, fascinating stuff. All right, so a new Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was a fun fact.
It was.
Allison, what have you got for us today?
Well, my fun fact is much more frivolous. So yesterday at work, we had an actually really fun team building event. We had a Zoom scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
And it, everything I own is in boxes, and David's fairly minimalist.
Everything I own is in storage in Seattle.
Yeah. So
we had nothing.
We had nothing to use for this, but it ended up being very fun, and we had to find items like a statue of a bird.
I did have a couple. I did have that.
And a baby tooth. And just very strange objects, and it ended up being very fun.
My bird. I just want to say something about my bird statue.
Okay.
It's it's an I Love New York rubber ducky, and the reason I have it is, oh no, I'm gonna forget the name.
I can't help you because I don't know.
Oh, it's NaNoWriMo.
Okay.
If anyone's ever heard of that, it's you basically identify yourself as a NaNoWriMo participant by putting your little rubber ducky out on the table when you're writing. So anyway, that's why I had that, because I always thought I was going to write something one of these Novembers. And
You should probably explain what NaNoWriMo stands for.
now I'm going to have to remember. Novel. Wait. National Novel Writing Month. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's always November for some reason.
Yes, it's every November. So yeah, I've had that for years and never put it to use yet. But one of these days, I'm going to do it. And the other item I had, which I was happy about, was we needed a magical item, and we had a magic wand. Why? One of the few items I have in life, I have a magic wand. It's because it was part of Allison's costume when she was at the Match Solitaire booth at a playcrafting event here in Times Square. So I made her wear a top hat and hold a wand like Hugo.
Yep. It was super fun for me.
She's
What a
still
good
upset
sport.
about that. What's that?
What a good sport.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna wear it, but my head's too big. The top hat that I ordered off Amazon wouldn't fit. So she had to be Hugo.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll let
Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
That was a long interruption of your
Yeah.
fun fact. Go ahead.
So I thought it'd be fun to look into the history of scavenger hunts.
Oh.
So essentially, they don't really know the proper origin of scavenger hunts. They think it has a lot of different kind of traditions, but scavenger hunts were popularized in the late 1920s, early 1930s by a woman named Elsa Maxwell. So she was essentially a professional high society hostess and party giver. So she threw kind of the first large-scale, high society scavenger hunt in Paris in, I think it's either 1927 or 1929. And the objects that the participants had to find were, pretty random and ended up setting off a couple of incidents in Paris. So one of them, the items was you had to secure the red pom-pom from the hat of a French naval officer, uniform.
Oh my.
What?
So, and apparently it was the wife of an American diplomat who got the pom-pom, and then she was accused of theft by the French Navy. So, and then after she left Paris, and then she came to New York, and it became a huge craze in New York, these scavenger hunt parties. So to the point where they made a film, a satirical film about it in the late 1930s, where it's gotten so out of control that they end up having a person as the item on the scavenger hunt. So it really fell out of fashion, and then kind of with the Great Depression, it was considered not okay to kind of flaunt this lifestyle. So the woman who invented them ended up moving to Hollywood and had kind of a career as a party planner there. But I thought it was interesting that kind of I think we all associate like scavenger hunts with like camp or something like
Right.
fun and casual that you do
Yeah.
with your friends, not this kind
They
of.
used to be high
They
society.
used to be high society events
wow.
where
Huh.
like you had to find a black swan or
Oh my
a
gosh.
particular kind of musical instrument or things like that. But I just
that
thought,
regular people wouldn't have.
yeah, so I just thought it was interesting how kind of it evolved over the years.
Ah,
So that's my fun fact about scavenger hunts.
that is fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
I keep
Yeah.
thinking about the fact that you had to find a baby tooth.
Well, I was like,
And-
does anybody on my team have a baby? Like, that should be crazy. But someone.
Oh, so you were on a team.
Yeah, we were on a team.
Oh, that's good.
Of my
Because
coworkers.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, unless you have a kid around,
Yeah.
who has their baby teeth? That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think only one person on my team had one, and she's a mom.
Okay, well
She's
that
yeah.
makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was, just all kinds of random items.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it ended up being really fun team building and, get you up from your desk during the day to
Yeah.
like run around an apartment.
Right. But
or
you
a
can still
house.
do it on Zoom.
But you can still do it on Zoom, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So.
That-
All right.
yeah. It seemed like everyone had a lot of fun with that. That
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think I have anything else. Oh, that did remind me though. When you were saying how she came from Paris to New York, it's just I always think it's just so cool. I'm still not over like living in Manhattan,
oh yeah.
and it's just so cool when we see. It's just like everything happens in New York. So we just started watching a new series
Yeah.
last night,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all over Manhattan. And it's just really cool to be like, I've been there. What I know that place. Yeah, it's actually pretty. So far, it's pretty interesting.
It's very cute. It's like a YA dramedy. It's very sweet. I think it's based on a book. It's called Dash and Lily or Lily and Dash. It's so
that
cute.
just came up in my Netflix recommendations, and I put it on my watch list because I was like, this looks like it's right up my alley.
Yeah,
It is very cute.
It's
it is
nice.
very cute. But yeah, we're like, oh, we've been there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Is it
actually on that block.
Is it Christmas? Is the show Christmas?
Yes.
Christmassy? Okay, because Netflix made it look Christmassy, and
It is
okay.
Christmassy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's definitely Christmassy. And it kind of, at least the start of it, centered around the Strand bookstore, which is an awesome
Yeah.
bookstore.
Very famous.
So,
Yeah. And there's a new branch of the Strand
What?
right next to my new apartment.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I saw that early on in
David's
the...
going, no, not more bugs.
Oh, please no. Yeah, I remember early in the quarantine seeing Strand at Central Park outdoors with a big pile of books.
Yeah, they do. And they usually have, they always had stalls at like all of the holiday markets. But I don't
okay.
think we're getting holiday markets this year.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, speaking of
Yeah.
holidays, to see what happens with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. What I don't know what they're doing, but it sounds like they're
Going one block.
going one block at the
really?
very end,
Oh.
Yeah.
and with no audience.
Audience.
But come on, there's going to be a huge audience. They're
Yeah.
going to pack as many people in as.
So are they still going to do balloons or no?
I don't.
She said, didn't you say they were
The
going to
New
blow
York
them up?
Times said they're gonna have I couldn't quite figure out what it meant. Like I think they might have a couple things that just go that one block so they can film
Okay.
it. And then they'll edit
Sure.
it together so it looks like a parade. So I don't know if they'll do
Oh.
like the full balloon blow up, but I don't know, but maybe some of the smaller floats. I'm not sure. I really don't know. And I know they're recording some Broadway show
Okay.
things for it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I mean, normally there's all the performance things that they do in Herald Square, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I assume a lot of that is probably not happening. So.
Yeah. And not to take, I'm assuming this isn't your fun fact for next week, David, but if it is, just
No, my
signal.
fun fact is really obscure.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is, but after.
Okay. So the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is being delivered today.
Ooh.
Ooh,
No
wow.
public access or viewing, sadly.
Yeah, it was. I read that it was chosen from somewhere upstate.
Oneonta?
Oneonta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I know you love the tree, so I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, it could be that. Okay.
No, but I think did I give this fun fact I feel like I might have said this once before, but it's always sad to see a giant tree chopped down. But one thing that made me happy was to find out that when they're done with the tree, it is cut up into lumber and given to Habitat for Humanity, so it gets turned into homes.
Oh, that's
Isn't
nice.
that great?
Yeah, that is great.
That's really good.
Yes. So that made me feel a lot better about cutting down a beautiful giant tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, that tree is just a few blocks away from me. So Allison hates crowds, but I'll probably drag her over there at least once. We'll get a look at it, maybe post a picture.
Yeah, I don't think David realizes what crowds are like when you're a short person.
Yeah, she does complain about that because we sometimes we have to walk single file because there's just not enough room on the sidewalk. And I turn around and she's gone somewhere, and apparently people like to cut her off. And I'm a lot taller.
And he doesn't get cut off.
So I just barrel through,
Yep.
but she's constantly getting cut off because she's not so tall.
Yeah, he was like looking for me the other day, and I was behind like a man carrying like massive bags of recycling because it that really almost hit me. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm just not here. That's cool too.
That's true. But on the other hand, there's pluses and minuses. Because,
I can weave.
That's true. And the other day I was walking on the street with an umbrella, and cracked my. They have all these outdoor dining places now because we can't dine inside, and they're just kind of shoddy.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them are just like those little tents with no walls, just at a rooftop. And they have some of them set up really low. So anyway, twice I can't see up because of my umbrella. And I just walked straight into a couple of those. That was pretty painful. So
Yeah,
there are
that was
advantages to being shorter. You don't hit those kind of things with your head all the time.
No, I
So
just get hit by people, not objects.
it's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note,
Yeah.
I think it's time to wrap this up. Thank you all for listening.
Next week might be the first stream in the new place, maybe.
Ooh, yeah. Allison is moving to her amazing new apartment next week. We got to spend an afternoon in it this week while we were getting the internet installed. So I had to wait for the FiOS guy to show up. But anyway, it was so cool she's got some great people watching out the window. So yeah, and a view of a dog park. So
Lucky.
she's in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, yep, you're right. That might be a new location for the stream next week. Not that anyone sees the location, but
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. All right, here we go.
Is it also, are we doing the Thanksgiving stream next weekend or the
is
weekend
that
after?
Which one is the Thanksgiving stream? I don't even know. Allison.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Probably I'm gonna guess the one before because it's like the festive anticipation
Sure.
as opposed to
Okay.
like the post-holiday. Because
Isn't
then
that week
it's
the one
full on
bef-
Christmas mode.
Yeah, it should be the
True.
one before. So
Yeah.
that's next
Okay.
Saturday?
It's next weekend.
Yeah, next
Yep.
Saturday.
Ooh, all right. So next Saturday will be. I forgot to tell you my fun fact for next week is about deciphering cat meows. Anyway.
Okay.
That was-
All right, buddy.
Okay, so next
Okay.
weekend
We'll have both a Thanksgiving fun fact and a cat meow
And maybe
fun
I'll have to
fact.
postpone the cat meow 2
Okay.
weekends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You want a Thanksgiving themed one.
yeah, so
Yeah.
a huge Thanksgiving extravaganza on the stream
Yeah.
next weekend.
Yep.
That's gonna be nice. I'll do some new artwork for it. We'll have a good time and some fun holiday Thanksgiving fun facts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be awesome. Okay,
Okay.
I'm queuing up the music and we're heading out. Thanks everyone for listening. If you like this stream, like and subscribe on YouTube. I remembered. All right, and so that's it for me. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.